Hey there, my name is Scott Mann. I'm the Academic Internship Coordinator here at Pellissippi State Community College. In this video, we're going to talk about resumes. When you get ready to start your internship process, you do have to submit a resume, and everybody should have a resume anyway. If you do not already have one, it's time to get started with one. You'll see on my screen is a template that I've created for your resume. Here at the top, you should just have your first and last name. It should be in bold, it should be a bigger font than the rest of your resume. Underneath it is contact information. All we need is a phone number and email address. Employers do not need to know your street address. They are not going to mail you a card. Only thing it's going to do is give them an opportunity to look and see where you live using a place like Zillow or something like that. Coming down, some people will put like an objective or a professional summary. That is completely optional. It's something that you can do if that's what you desire. Me personally, I do not have one on my resume. Next thing should be your education. At this point, you are getting closer to graduating from college. Your high school education is no longer relevant, so that does not need to be on here. If you have attended more than one college, really and truly, I would recommend only putting down institutions in which you graduated from. So if you just did maybe dual enrollment coursework at another place, or maybe you attended right out of high school, you went to, let's say, UT, for instance, but you didn't finish, I would not put that on there. So education should be all caps and bold. Your font on your resume should either be Times New Roman or Calibri. Those are the two most common plain fonts. We do not want to get too extravagant with your resume. We don't want to add a lot of color to it. We want to keep it simple so that way it's easy to read, and that way you're good. You don't have to worry about people being like, oh, this is so busy. I can't understand this. I don't know where they're going with this. So, two fonts, white background, black letters, make it easy. So, education is one of your uh, topics. So, I would put that in all caps. Underneath that, Pellissippi State Community College, and then go over to the right side and put Knoxville, Tennessee. Underneath Pellissippi, you can take your bold off and just put Associates of Applied Science, and then whatever concentration that you're studying. Since you have not graduated yet, on the next line, I would put anticipated graduation and then the month and year in which you are planning or should be graduating. And then the next line is I would put related coursework. So, for instance, if you're doing either accounting or business management, you have to take Principles of Accounting 1 and 2. Principles 1 is financial accounting. Specify what it is that you studied if it's not as easy as like a Principles of Marketing or a Human Resource Management. So if it's just a Principles of Accounting, there's so many different topics in accounting. Put in that Principles 1 was financial accounting, Principles 2 is managerial accounting, and then computer applications, if you had to take that course, it's just Microsoft Office 365. You should list all of your major related courses that you have completed. Um, do this for a period of time until you've built up enough experience working in the industry where related coursework is not as important as the next topic we're going to get to, which is your work history. So, work history is the next topic. Again, bold font, all caps, come down, and your company that you worked for in the city and state, position slash job title on the next line, and then the month and year which you started and ended. If you're still there, the end is present, capital P, and then go from there. you should do bullet points underneath that for your duties and responsibilities. Make them action items. If you have data points, like you were able to bring in so much money from the job that you did, you increased the work percentage by so much, anything like that works good. It looks really good on your resume. If you um, are still working at the job, make sure you use present tense for your action items, your action verbs. If you are no longer there, make sure you use past tense. Okay. The next one would be certifications. So if you have any industry recognized certifications, any Microsoft certifications, this is a great place to put them. List any relevant certifications. If they have an expiration date on it, put that on there as well. If they don't, then that's okay. If you do not have any industry recognized relevant certifications, then just delete this topic. It does not need to be on there, empty. The next one is skills. Any kind of customer service skills, computer skills, any relevant type skills, list them in bullet point, just like you have with everything else. Make it easy to read. Do not do like a long list separating things out by commas. That gets confusing. And when people are looking at your resume, they're kind of just perusing through it, trying to catch the high points. So make it very easy to read. Um, so that's it. Skills. If you have anything, any volunteer work, maybe you served on in a position like on a HOA board or for a like a Rotary Club or anything like that. If you have multiple things that you can put on, you can create a topic called community involvement. Maybe you were a volunteer coach for a basketball team or a baseball or softball team. That's a great place to put in the community involvement section as well. One thing I will highly recommend, do not use templates that are auto generated from AI, whether it's Microsoft Word or Google. Do not use those templates. They just get clunky. And then you've got some that have columns on either the right or left side of it, and it just makes it hard to read for somebody that is reviewing resumes. One thing I will recommend is once you have everything entered on your resume, put it in an AI, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Perplexity, or Microsoft has one as well. Um, Put it in there and let it kind of tidy it up, but proofread it. Don't just assume that it's correct. Okay. So once you upload your resume into one of those AI uh, softwares, see what it says, see where you can kind of change some wording or whatever. But don't just assume that it's correct. Maybe you like your wording better. So that's my advice for your resume. And just meet with a member of career development or myself. We Career development has their own care unit in Navigate, and you can meet with people on any campus, and they will be willing to help you. I'm willing to help you as well. And there's also resources in Handshake if you have not already looked in that. So, career development, myself, Handshake. Make sure you have a LinkedIn as well, and this is a good place to upload your resume there. So, look forward to meeting with you soon. Let me know if you have questions about your resume.